Alright, for today's video review, we're going to be taking a look at BotBots Series 6, Bully Bulldog from the Pet Mob. Yeah, Bully Bulldog here is supposed to turn into a dog collar, I'm pretty sure. And, yeah, I don't know if that really works. I see what they were going for. This is a repaint of Fitness Monster from Series 1, who turned into a little, like, Fitbit watch, which already in and of itself was not like a fantastic mode, but at least you could sort of tell what was going on just because it had like a time on there, you know? So it's like, okay, it's a watch, right? Granted, you know, this is not a time that exists because there aren't 84 minutes in an hour, even if you're in military time, but you can kind of see what's going on here. But unfortunately, you know, just the chibi proportions of like BotBots don't really lend themselves super well to some like a thing with like an actual strap. So it kind of just makes this sort of like awkward oval with this huge kind of blocky, chunky section. And at least in the orange, you could kind of see some of the detail, but the black really eats it up. So you're just kind of looking at this thing and being like, I don't know, there's a picture of a dog on it. I guess they put that there to indicate that this is dog related because you certainly couldn't tell otherwise. This is just kind of like a weird abstract blob. So yeah, I don't really think it works. I guess that the little circles here are supposed to be like, oh, it's like studded or whatever, but like if you had an actual studded collar, those would be three-dimensional. They wouldn't just be circles. So I don't know if that works either. But yeah, I don't know. Already not a fantastic mold that it's a repaint of, but this is just another one of those cases where like the object they were trying to repaint it into just didn't really make a ton of sense for the mold. Like if you were going to make a dog collar and you had to repaint it from a previous BotBot, this probably would be the one to choose, to be fair, but yeah, I don't know if it works all that well. Transformation, just like Fitness Monster, is exactly the same. You just want to fold up the strap here so you can kind of get a fingernail here to flip out the legs, and then you can kind of flip the strap kind of compressed onto the back like that, and then take these sections and they rotate down to the arms. And then take this entire panel with the dog face on it, and you can flip it up as much as you want. Usually for Fitness Monster, I would kind of like flip it up like that. For this one, I think that I will just like flip it all the way. I think that just makes for a little bit of a cleaner robot mode. But yeah, there we have Bully Bulldog in their robot mode, though granted, I guess that does make them kind of harder to stand there. So having that up definitely helps with the counterbalance thing, but you know. And yeah, I'm not really sure what they're going for here. Like there's a weird little animal face here, so it's sort of like, oh, okay, it switches from this face to this face. But yeah, it's pretty noticeable on this BotBot how there is just one singular paint color, and that's that. And when you have a BotBot that is entirely black, and then the only things that are picking out are little bits of silver, it's just kind of boring compared to a lot of other BotBots. But yeah, in terms of articulation, just like Fitness Monster, the arms are on ball joints here, so they can rotate up and down and then kind of in and out like that. Speaking of Fitness Monster, I can transform that one real quick so we can show them off together. So you can see, you know, just really not the same amount of energy as Fitness Monster had with the bright orange and actually having, you know, an expression on their face at all. Whereas, yeah, I mean, it's a cute little face. Just in this context, I just don't think it makes a ton of sense. So, yeah. But yeah, in terms of scoring this BotBot, I'd say robot mode for me probably gets a 2 out of 5, and even that feels maybe a little bit generous, to be honest. The only reason I'm giving it a 2 instead of a 1 is I do like the expression on this little weird animal face. I just don't know if it fits with this, you know, theme necessarily. I mean, obviously it's an animal, you know, face and it's a dog collar, so I guess it fits in that theme to a degree, but I don't know, it just makes it, there's something about it that just doesn't feel like a BotBot in terms of the character of it. Alt mode, I'm going to give a 1 out of 5. I don't think you could possibly tell what that is unless you already knew. You know, Fitness Monster already had like a 2 out of 5, I'm pretty sure, for their alt mode, so you can only go down to the 1. And then transformation is normal average, so 3 out of 5, which is going to give Bully Bulldog here an ultimate score of 6 out of 15, which makes them a 1-star BotBot. Yeah, I had my little rant about the new things in the pet mob and the custodial crew in my last video, about these new Series 6 8-pack BotBots that I just picked up. And yeah, it's full of just like there's all the repaints in this in those packs are kind of just things that like don't really work super well for with the molds that they were picked out for, or as, or you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, this is one of those. I just don't really think it works as a dog collar, and even if it was a good dog collar, because they've picked black and only given it silver, it's just kind of boring. Um, so yeah, if you want to pick up Bully Bulldog, this one is only available in one of the two 8-packs for the pet mob. But yeah, if you enjoy my videos, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I do reviews every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I've got an Instagram account where I post toy-related stuff. That is toys.n.art on Instagram. And without further ado, here we have BotBots Series 6 Bully Bulldog.